Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Elliot with this week's Community Tarot reading. This is for the week of Thursday, June 27th until July 3rd. But if it isn't one of those dates and you've stumbled on this video, there's probably a message in here for you, so you might want to listen to it. And the way community readings work is the tarot is comprised of universal symbols that each of us interprets in our own way. And so a description I may describe to you might be applied to one part of your life, whereas someone else would have a totally different take on it and apply it to something totally different. But there's always a message in there because we're engaging with symbolism. So our first card in the reading is what we've learned or what it's time to let go of at this time as we go into our next week. So this is what we're releasing or what we've just gone through. And that card is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups shows that man, he's on the night journey and he's going towards the water. He's going towards his true self. So this card can indicate that you're coming from a place where you've done some soul searching. And the Eight of Cups has also been associated with depression sometimes, or the feeling that something's just off or it's not quite right. And that's because that moon is blocking out the sun on the card. The moon is indicating your instincts, your true self, your true nature, and that's taking precedence over the sun, which is your image, the superficial self that the world sees, and just the surface. And so what this is saying is that your soul has really been taking more precedence as you're leaving this last week. And you've been doing some soul searching. You've been really kind of going deep into things. And sometimes it's even accompanied by a sense of melancholy or feeling off. But always when you listen to your instincts, there's a huge breakthrough that's happening for you. This card also is reminiscent of the Hermit. You see the man who's walking forward alone with his staff. And again, that's just saying that you've been doing some inner wisdom work and really accessing the deepest parts of yourself. The second card we're going to get into for the reading is what we're presently learning this week or what we really need to confront or face at this time. And that card is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of service. You can see this man on the card who's giving coins to the poor. And he knows he's not going to get this money back, but he's doing it because he realizes that when he gives now, he's actually going to receive later. He's holding those scales, which are symbols for karma. And it's basically saying that the good he's doing at this time is actually going to ensure that when he needs a blessing later on, it's going to come to him. And also this card represents entertaining angels unaware. All the mythologies and stories throughout history talk about how the gods or the angels disguise themselves as lowly beggars or as people that appear to have no societal worth. And they do that because they're testing the hero's humanity. They're daring the hero to see if he can see their light within them. And so sometimes this card comes too when we need to pay a little bit more attention and look beyond the surface of appearances and really see the light that's being presented to us through either people we're dealing with or through a situation that appears worthless or like it's even an inconvenience for you at this time. The Six of Pentacles can also indicate generosity. And this might even be coming in the form of someone else showing you generosity or really helping you in some way. This could either be through an opportunity or even financially, but this is a really good time to be open to receive. And the best way to receive is also to give. And so there's this reciprocity theme with this card, that what you're giving, you're going to get back. And what you're receiving, you're also expected to give too. And then the future card, what we really need to keep in mind, either this is a challenge that's going to confront us that we need to overcome, or it's just a blessing that we are going to be going forward and dealing with too. And the card we have for the future card for the week is the Death card. So the Death card has to do with major changes and transformations, and they're unavoidable. Whenever this card comes up, it's saying you're just about to cross a threshold. There's a huge change that's just about to happen in your life. And the symbol of the sun is so important in the background of the Death card. The sun could be rising here or it could be setting here, and it doesn't matter because as the sun sets here, it's rising somewhere else. And as it rises there, it's setting somewhere else as well. And so this card is just saying that you're in this in-between place where you're just about to cross a threshold into a new beginning. Your old way of life is being let go of at this time, and it's unavoidable. And it's so interesting, but the death card, even as familiar as we get with it, it can sometimes seem really scary. It always shocks our attention. It always, snaps us into being awake and alert. And that is because death is representation of change, and change is scary. Human beings like to know what's predictable. We like to plan ahead. We like to have everything figured out. And the death card is saying that change cannot always be predictable. And it also cannot be avoided. We need to change. And things in nature that don't change end up dying. So this card is saying to be adaptable, to move forward, and to not hang on to what's dead in your life anymore. What needs to be let go of at this time? What are you still hanging on to that just no longer serves a purpose? You don't have to keep hanging on to it just because you always have. Now might be a time to make a choice and be brave and cross that threshold. So that's this week's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it and it resonates with you, you'll want to visit elliotoracle.com and schedule a session with me. A personal tarot session can really be so much more insightful and will speak in symbolism that's much more directed towards your personal experience than a general reading. So I hope you all enjoy your week and make a wonderful week of it, and take care. Thanks so much.